Hey everybody, Jeremy here. So today I got another McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figure to review. This is Batman from Earth-32 as part of the Dark Knight's Metal line. And this is also known as the Dawnbreaker Batman, the evil, corrupted Green Lantern Batman. And I got this at Walmart.com. They've been sold out of the other Dark Knight's Metals figures for a while. I've been trying to find them, no luck. But if you want them, you can try your luck inside the store, or if that doesn't work out, I did see that BigBadToyStore.com also has this wave available for pre-order, so you can also go that route as well. Hopefully we'll be able to find them all in Walmart soon enough so that we don't have to wait around too long to get it. So this is just another one of those figures that you don't see a whole lot of. They have made statues of this particular Batman before, but as far as this scale, this action figure for 20 bucks, not really something that we've come across before. It's just a testament to all of the unique things that McFarlane Toys is doing. So without further ado, let's open him up, take a closer look. Behold the Dawnbreaker. Now, first thing that stands out to me as I look at this figure, which I think looks awesome by the way, is Batman's face. The lower half of his face, that's all that we can see. But that in and of itself tells the story. All of the pain, the malice, the anger, all of that combined has completely destroyed the person that we know as Bruce Wayne. And his face just looks twisted and deformed and kind of rotten looking, you know? And they captured that very, very well in this figure. I think it looks absolutely awesome. You also might notice that he is floating because this comes with a stand. It is one of a few McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures that come with stands. Superman came with one, Wonder Woman came with one, this one comes with one. There's probably one or two others, but it's really cool that you get this type of accessory and you don't have to pay extra for it. You don't get the little black base that most of them come with, but you do get this flight stand. And it's got the DC emblem on it as well. The other accessory that you get is this construct here made up of bats. So from his ring, he just creates these 3 Green Lantern-ish evil bats. And it's really easy to take on and off. You know, it just really wraps around his arm. There you go. It just kind of wraps around his arm like that. It's just really easy and it's kind of flexible. You don't have to worry about this breaking unless you're being particularly rough with it, but it's really cool and you can kind of see through it a little bit. It's a really cool looking accessory. He doesn't come with any other accessories, but then again, you don't need any more. Now, the one thing that I wish they had done with this figure is I wish they would have painted the ring, the center of the ring, since he's creating these bats here. I thought it'd be cool to have like a little bit of yellow paint right there just to let us know that the ring is activated and is doing something. Instead, it's just completely green. It's the same color of his glove. So I wish that that was a little bit different, would have added a little bit more detail. But also, speaking of detail, as we look around his armor or whatever, there's some pretty cool detail here. It's sculpted detail all around the front and all around the back. A lot of line work. It looks somewhat robotic in nature. I'm not terribly familiar with this particular Batman, but it does look really, really cool. And I also love that Green Lantern symbol in the middle and that Batman symbol underneath. You know, it's just really, really cool. And then also, we have some flexible plastic right here, these parts here that's connecting to his head. And the cool thing is, like when you move his head, these move around as well. So I'm really happy that those don't restrict the articulation in the head. And in fact, it just moves with it. That's a really, really cool touch there. It's really good. Now, this Batman, he looks like super skinny and everything, right? And the good thing about that is it also helps with his articulation as well, because he can do the splits. I mean, definitely do the splits. Look how wide that is. And then you're also going to be getting some double jointed knees. Ooh, look at that, nicely double jointed. If you're worried about articulation with some of these McFarlane Toys figures these days, you really don't have to worry about that, especially with a figure like this, because there's lots of articulation. You saw that he can get his head up about that much. You can look down about that much. That's a good range for looking down. Left and right, tilting it left and right as well. See that arm articulation. Look how you can move it back pretty far. Look at this arm. Look at that. You see that? It looks like I just broke his arm, but that's just how far back you can get it. That is some kind of weird, but very, very welcome articulation. Good double jointed elbows right there. Yeah, look at that, and give him a bow and arrow. It's funny, I was looking, well, forget it, never mind, I'm not gonna mention that. But anyway, yeah, good double jointed elbows right there. That's good. Articulation in the waist, of course. We go back and forth. We can go side to side. It crunches really, really nice. And man, this is the type of figure that you can pose in so many really cool and unique ways. But me, I'm kind of more of a, I don't know, I like to keep things simple. I like to keep them on his stand, looking kind of ominous, a little basic flight pose. But if you want to get creative with it, you know, you definitely can. And also swivels. Got that upper bicep swivel there. You got the wrist that also swivels. It hinges up and down. Your articulation down here at the feet. You've got your pivot that goes all the way. You got crazy pivot. And then you also have toe articulation that goes all the way up like that. But the toe articulation doesn't go down. It just goes up like this. So you are in for a lot of motion with this guy. And I think that articulation is just awesome. One thing that I can definitely tell you about this figure is chances are you do not have one quite like this sitting on your shelf. And that's just one of the things that I really like about what McFarlane Toys is doing, even though they're coming out with a lot of Batman. And you might think like, man, another Batman, Todd? But they're all so different and they're all so unique. And as long as they keep hitting on these storylines and of these variants that we haven't seen a whole lot of, period, let alone as a mass market collectible, I'm going to be welcoming it with open arms. So this is pretty great. I'm really happy with this figure. I'm also looking forward to checking out what the rest of these Dark Knights metal line figures turn out to be like, because yeah, it's totally won me over. So once again, guys, this is the Dawnbreaker Batman from Earth-32 McFarlane Toys. You can find it at Walmart, but then you can also find it at Big Bag Toy Store. And I also saw a pre-order up on Amazon as well, so it might just start popping up all over the place. But yeah, you can go out and get these. I don't think that you'll regret it. I think it's a really good figure. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jeremy. Talk to you later.